What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shanoa. I am currently 21 weeks pregnant. By the time you see this, I'll be like 25 weeks pregnant. I make motherhood and lifestyle videos, and today I'm going to be talking about how we feed ourselves, how we budget for groceries, how things work so that we can be able to afford to feed ourselves and things like that. And I always like watching these videos because I like to learn like different things and different tips and tricks and whatnot. And just how other people do it. I just like to see how other people like meal plan and grocery shop and things like that. Interesting to me, not interesting to my husband. He's like, what the heck? Why do you watch those videos? But I think it's cool. So anyways, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe down below, hit the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get into it. So how this is gonna work is every week when I go grocery shopping, I do a one-time grocery shop for the week. And every time I go grocery shopping, I'm gonna show you guys what we get. And before we get into today's grocery haul, I wanted to share with you guys some things that I do to kind of help me plan for the week and help me kind of create a budget of sorts. We don't have a super strict budget, but just kind of like figure out how things go for us. So this may not work for you guys and your family, but this is what works for us. So either Sunday night or Monday morning, I get together with my husband, or I just do it myself. It all depends on how busy we are, and I meal plan for the week. So I go through, what do we have going on this week? What's our social calendar? What are we doing this week? When are we doing date night? Things like that, so that I can plan my meals around that. And I'm buying only for the week. I don't like to buy too much and just have a bunch of stuff laying around. I like to only plan for what we need and only get what we need and not buy all this extra stuff. I have about 3 main sources that I go to when I'm meal planning. So the first is our old HelloFresh recipes. We used to do HelloFresh. We did it for a couple weeks, not too long, because it did get a little bit out of our price range. So we did that, but we kept all of our recipe cards. So we have them all in our house, and we use those regularly because we did really enjoy the meals that we got with HelloFresh. It just became too expensive for us to justify the expense. So we have HelloFresh. I also like to use Magnolia Home. I love the recipes in there. I think they're so good. And then the third place I often go is I got a meal plan from Clean Simple Eats. I bought a couple meal plans like 3 or 4 years ago, and so sometimes we go back to those recipes. If we want to try something new, sometimes I'll see something on TikTok and I will save that recipe to try later. And then other times I'll just go to Pinterest, kind of just look something up random, I don't know, but we mostly go to those 3 main sources: HelloFresh, Magnolia Home. Both of her cookbooks are really good. They have some amazing recipes. And then lastly, Clean Simple Eats. So those are where we go for the most part. So after I've meal planned for the week, I make a list, and I actually have a running grocery list. We have a Google Home, and it's super helpful to have that because when I see things as I'm like cooking, baking, cleaning, things like that, I just say, hey Google, okay, good, register. But I just tell Google what I need, and I tell Google what I need to add to my grocery list for the week. So if I notice I'm out of eggs, I say add eggs, things like that. Like things, especially things that we don't get every week. So we get eggs almost every week. It kind of depends on the week. But if it's something that we don't get every week, like cereal or syrup or something like that, I make sure to add that as I notice it, because if not, then I will completely forget. So as I'm making the grocery list, I make sure to only put what I need. And then this also goes into my next tip, which is when you're at the grocery store, stick to your shopping list. That's why I add everything as I see it throughout the week, because I don't want to be walking up and down the aisles and just kind of lingering and loitering and having a wandering eye, because then I will be like, oh, this sounds good, oh, this sounds good, haven't had that in a while, oh, I think I need this. Just stick to your grocery list, and that will help out a ton with saving money, because then you're not buying all these other random things. You're only buying what you need. The next thing is that we go to 3 main places to shop. We go to our local grocery store, we go to our Costco, and we go to Target. So Target is mostly for home things. I find that our grocery store doesn't often have them, or I can get it for a better deal at Target. So I tend to go to Target more often for all the home stuff. I go to the grocery store for what we need weekly, and then we only go to Costco for things we want to buy in bulk. So we don't buy everything in bulk. We don't need to buy 75 eggs at once. So we only need 18 because that will last us a week or two at the least. So we try not to use Costco too much, but it is worth it because we are able to buy diapers, wipes, and we mostly use it for like meats and then also milk. We buy Sebastian's milk there every week because he goes through, well, him plus us having like cereal every now and then, we go through about 2 gallons a week, and it's just cheaper to buy it there. And then lastly, we have our grocery store that we go to always, and they have a really good rewards program where we're able to get discounts on some of our items, and then we're also able to use those same discounts and like their customer, I don't even know what it's called, but just like their rewards program to also get a discount on gas. And that is super nice. We always try and just save wherever we can, so we also do that. I know that some people like to coupon shop and they'll like do that, but for us, we're not super into coupons. I do look on my apps before I go and I clip any coupons that I need to so that when I go through a scan, I can get those same coupons. But for me, it's just not worth it to drive like an extra 15 minutes to a store to get like 1 or 2 items for just a little bit cheaper. The gas and the time, especially because I have Bash with me when I go grocery shopping. And if you've ever been grocery shopping with a kid, you know you need to be like in and out super quick. But anyhow, the time and like the tiny little bit of savings is just usually not worth it for me. So I'll usually just like clip what I can at the grocery stores and the stores we normally go to. And then other than that, it's just whatever. Okay, I think that's all the tips that I have to save while grocery shopping. I think I went over everything. If not, I will add more in the later weeks and the later grocery hauls, but let's get into this week's grocery haul. So like I said, I did go to Costco today and I got a little bit more than I normally do. So we normally either just get diapers, wipes, or milk. Those are our 3 most common purchases there. I didn't get diapers or wipes this week, but I did get some milk, acai, and just a random fruit blend for smoothies. I also got butter, and then we also get these little fruit pouch snack things for Sebastian. These are great to have on the go. We definitely restocked on meat today, so we have a huge thing of ground beef, and then last but not least, huge thing of chicken. So that was all we got from Costco. Like I said, we don't usually buy too much from Costco. So now I will show what we got at Target. So at Target, I got some napkins, parchment paper. Oh, that was another tip that I forgot, is double check before you leave for the store. Double check that you don't already have it in your apartment or your house, that it's not deep in the pantry, and that you are using what you have instead of always just like buying what you think you need. Use what you have first and then buy. And then I got some laundry scent boosters. And then last but not least, I got some of these magic sponge cloths. Okay, that was all that I got from Target, and now I will do what we got at our local grocery store. So I got some orange juice, eggs, this should last us a week or 2, garlic bread, berries, pinto beans, sour cream, cottage cheese, balsamic vinegar, lettuce, zucchini, squash, eggplant, and a red pepper. Potatoes, onions, and a tomato. Fresh thyme. I have some nicer cheeses. Then mozzarella and some cheese sticks. And then last but not least, some crushed tomatoes and vanilla extract. So I will go ahead and put the total for the week up here. This week is definitely going to be a little more than I spend on an actual weekly basis because I needed to buy bulk at Costco, and it was our like restart week. So I will include that. I will go ahead and see you guys next week for the grocery haul. Hey guys, it is the next Monday and I just got home from doing my grocery shopping and errand running, and I just wanted to show you guys once again what I got this week for groceries, as well as the totals, so you guys can kind of figure out how much we use for groceries and how we kind of budget for a family of 3.5. I'm gonna actually put here on this side what we're planning on having for dinner this week, so you guys can kind of tell and kind of see what we do to plan. I already explained what I do for meal planning, blah, blah, blah. I did want to say when I meal plan and how I kind of break it down day by day is once a week I always plan for us to eat out, whether it's me and Ruben going on date night or we're just grabbing something really quick to eat like pizza or McDonald's or something. And then I always plan one night a week to be leftovers because I hate having food go to waste. It's like one of the most annoying things to me. And I know it's a huge problem and just fills landfills with disgustingness. So I'm really trying to be better about that. So every week I plan for us to have one night where we eat leftovers. And if we don't have any leftovers, then we kind of make it do with what we have in the house. Every day we have lunch, we also have leftovers. But anyhow, now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this week's grocery haul. Cheese, Caesar salad mix, heavy whipping cream, ice cream for dinner tonight. You will see on our menu that we were having dinner with friends and they're actually going to be in charge of dinner, but we volunteered to bring dessert. So this is for our dessert that we volunteered to bring. Cuties. We got two different breads. We're having burgers this week, so I got some hamburger buns and then our bread that we get like maybe once every 2 to 3 weeks. Ruffle, Captain Crunch, some more orange juice, spring onions, couple packs of ramen, brown sugar, mac and cheese, because this is always good to have on hand with bash, or if we just need a really quick meal to throw together. A red onion, a lemon, 2 bulbs of garlic, and then lastly we have some ginger root. So I will put once again the total of everything that we spent on groceries this week. This week was like nothing because we're doing date night, our friends are providing dinner for us one night, and we're doing leftovers one night. So we really only have to make 4 meals this week. So we hardly spent anything this week on groceries, which is really nice. I will go ahead and see you guys next week. Hello, I don't even know how to start this. I have no idea how I've been starting this for the past couple weeks. I took a week off from doing the grocery haul because actually last week my mom came to visit. So we took a week off from recording everything. I didn't record anything last week, and especially not a grocery haul because our grocery bills were way more than average because we were cooking special meals, we were doing some things different. We had the friends over for dessert one night. We had obviously another person to shop for. So in order to keep everything kind of exactly how it should be with 3 people, me, my husband, and my baby, for our grocery list, I just decided it's not worth it. It's totally fine. We'll just do next week. So that is why we took a week off. You wouldn't even know by watching this. I don't even know what I'm explaining, but it's fine. I'm gonna leave right here our grocery, or not our grocery list, our meal planning list for the week. A lot of this stuff is because we're going through leftovers right now of what we didn't use from last week, as well as the fact that we are actually heading out of town this weekend. So once again, there will be a week break, but you won't even know because yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. Anyhow, let's get into this week's grocery haul. Okay, I'm going to actually start with our Trader Joe's haul. We usually don't go to Trader Joe's a lot. I honestly mostly only go there to get like couscous because they have the couscous that I like. I like the pearled couscous. Anyhow, so enough about couscous. We're not even having that this week. But while we were there, I got some eucalyptus. I got a couple of like little bushels, sprigs, I don't even know what to call them, but I got a couple things of eucalyptus for our bathroom as well as one for our living room, just to have around the house, have it smelling good, let it dry out, let it be like real pretty and stuff. Orange juice. And then after I went to Trader Joe's, I just did our normal stuff that we do at our local grocery store, and so that's what the rest of this is. Nothing special. Those were the only special things that we got this week. Milk, a bag of golden potatoes, bread, we're trying out a different kind of eggs, blackberries, ginger, a lemon, shallot, onions, orange bell pepper, and a red bell pepper. I'm not gonna take it out because I feel like the little bits of it get everywhere, but I got some broccoli, steak, ramen, carrots, aluminum foil, syrup, Pop-Tart soy sauce, mirin, and a ton of wet wipes because we are flying this week. So trying to stay safe and stay clean. Frosted Flakes, Captain Crunch, and then lastly for breakfast, some Eggos. So that's all for this week's grocery haul. I'll go ahead and put the total here on what we spent at both Trader Joe's and our local grocery store for you guys so you guys can see. And we will actually go ahead and see you in 2 weeks. Like I said, next week we're headed out of town, and then the week after that will be probably a bigger grocery haul because we're getting back from out of town, so we won't have a lot of leftovers, but we'll see. I'm not sure how that will go. We'll see you guys then. Okay guys, welcome back to week 4, last week of doing a grocery haul and sharing with you guys what we spent and everything. I will do another recap at the end that actually kind of breaks down how much we spend in a month, how much we spend on average per week and whatnot. Let's get into it. Here is going to be our meal plan list. So you guys can see kind of what we were going for as far as meals go and where all this is headed to. I will say that this week was a little bit more expensive than it normally is for our groceries because we just got back from being out of town, so we were out of everything. We were out of bread, we were out of milk, we were out of formula, we were out of literally everything. So it is a little more expensive when you have to like actually restock. So we didn't fully restock because we didn't go like Costco to get meat or anything. We have some of that left over, but we did have to restock a lot of things that normally we carry over from the week before. So anyhow, without further ado, let's get into this week's grocery haul. So today I went to 3 stores because we were having to restock everything and redo everything. So the first stop that I made was to Target, and the only thing grocery related that I got at Target was some formula for Sebastian. Like I said, we've used all of this. One thing of formula lasts us a month now because he's mostly having milk. We don't really buy formula. This is mostly for if we're out and about. Next, after Target, I went ahead and hopped on over to Costco, and that was a super easy, super quick trip today. All that I got was some milk. Okay, and then lastly, we just headed over to our local grocery store that we go to all the time and stocked up on stuff there. So we got some orange juice. This is a little bit bougie juice, whatever. It's locally grown and it is so good. It is the best orange juice I feel like I've ever had. So totally worth it. And because it comes in a glass jar, you can actually return this to the store and get a $2 credit. Stocked up on some eggs. Next, we got some meat, the good old Captain Crunch, a Caesar salad mix. We had these a lot for snacks while we were out of town, and I feel like they're so easy to just throw in the diaper bag, so I decided to stock up on some at home. Pasta, some mac and cheese, ramen, fruit snacks, mozzarella cheese, cheese sticks, brie cheese, cottage cheese fig spread, chopped up pineapple, prosciutto, rosemary, powdered sugar, we were running out, red onion, Roma tomatoes, a couple of shallots, got my bag of broccoli, lemons, limes, Anaheim bell peppers. Anyhow, that is going to be it for this week's grocery haul. Make sure to stick around. We'll do the grand total and we'll kind of break it down exactly how much we spend and do like a little recap at the very end. Okay guys, it is the end of the video and this is where we're gonna get down to the nitty-gritty of how much everything costs and how much we spend per week. And lo siento about the lighting, it's getting darker. Must be a cloud in the sky. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I started this on September 14th and I went until the week of October 19th. I did skip 2 weeks in that range because I went out of town / my mom was in town, so those were obviously not normal weeks for us. If I included those, it might be more or less, but this is just based on what it takes to feed me, Ruben, and Sebastian per week on a very average week. All of these are very average weeks for us. I totaled everything up, divided it by 4 weeks for a month, and turns out we spent about $100 a week. Total came to $106 per week. That's how we feed our family of 3. Like I said, it's me, my husband, and my son. I am pregnant currently. I am 28 weeks pregnant, so that's like the only like special circumstances that I'm pregnant, so I am eating a little bit more, but honestly, this is pretty average for us. This is what we've been basically spending since Sebastian started to eat. I gave you guys all my tips at the beginning of this video for how we plan, how we coordinate, and how we kind of do all this stuff. Anyhow, I'm just gonna go ahead and close this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video, found it interesting, found it helpful. I mostly hope you found it helpful. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any things that you and your family do to meal plan, to save money, and to shop as minimally as possible for your groceries, make sure to leave them down below. That's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.